Hello, check 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I think we're here. I think we're back on YouTube together, and we are going to do dumb stuff today. So I hope you're excited. Live Portrait came out, and it's really cool. And I want to show you guys how to use it locally. Can be a bit of a pain to install. I left this one intermediate because the installation is actually the hardest part of this. The tool itself's quite easy to use, but yeah. So right now I'm just pre-processing some footage I just shot of myself, saying 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and with some silly facial expressions, and I'm going to run it through their live portrait cropper to save time, and then we're going to run it back through on top of some footage and see what we get, and then we'll try some other stuff, but first, I'm just going to quickly run through how to install this because it's a bit of it can be a little tough. So if you go to the link in the description below, you'll see the link for Kijai's LivePortraitKJ node. It's also in the manager. But what's important to note is all of this stuff here. If you don't know how to do this stuff and you're a little scared of it, that's fair. There are a few things to note. It depends on whether you have a portable install, if you use Conda, if you use Pinokio, or if you're using a virtual environment. It's all different steps to install this. So yeah, this is the annoying part of the development stuff, where you kind of have to build your environment out a little bit to make it work. But it will work. All right. So try this here, the stuff from the thing, and if it fails, it won't work. So if you have the portable version of ComfyUI, which is the one that pretty much everybody installs when you just download ComfyUI and you have the portable version, you need to go to the ComfyUI folder, like your portable version folder. Oh, I don't think I have mine anymore because I'm not using portable anymore, but I'll just go to one when I have, I guess. Yeah, ComfyUI. So you go to the folder, and in yours, if you installed portable, there's going to be a Python embedded folder in here. You'll see it. If that's the case, go up to the top toolbar here, click on it, and type CMD, like command CMD, and hit the button, and that's going to actually take you to the folder. So then your Python embedded folder is where Python is. So when you run pip commands, you need to use this command here. You need to go into the Python embedded folder, run python-m pip, because it comes, like, ComfyUI comes with its own version of Python. If you have it installed through a virtual environment, mount that virtual environment. If you have it installed through Conda, activate Conda first, and then just run pip as usual. And if you're using Pinokio, you have to use the launch script at the very top of the thing that runs to access the thing. So yeah. That's the hardest part of this. If you're having trouble, there is a little guide on this here. You see this? You can check the troubleshooting part of this reactor node for alternative. So if you go here to the troubleshooting section, this is sort of a guide on how to get this stuff working on your computer, depending on the version of Python you have and whether you have a portable Comfy install or not. So yeah, work through this, get it going. You basically need to get InsightFace going. InsightFace is going to be mad about Torch or something. So you're going to need to download the version of InsightFace that corresponds to the version of Python that you have installed, and then install it manually to make this work. Sometimes you get lucky and it just works. Everything's fine when you do the first step of commands. But if you've run into problems, follow this ComfyUI reactor node troubleshooting link, go to the troubleshooting section, and start working through this. If you want, you can ask on my Discord and stuff. Some other people have already fixed this, but I'm not going to be like supporting this, full time, because it's, it's a little tougher to get it going. But if you have any experience with this kind of stuff, it's very easy to do. And this is a good way to learn how your Python environment works so that you can interact with it in ways like this, because this will not be the first time you encounter something like this. And once you have InsightFace working, you can use Instant ID and all kinds of other fun stuff. So all that stuff out of the way. Once you've got all this stuff running, you will have a bunch of nodes in ComfyUI that have to do with live portrait. However, to do video, I'm just going to save this quick? Okay, cool. So in order to do video, you actually have to enable the development branch of, as of this moment anyway, you have to enable the development branch of the tool. So if you go into your ComfyUI folder and go into your custom nodes, actually mine's there, Comfy1, custom nodes. So you'll see it here, ComfyUI-LivePortraitKJ. So this is our ComfyUI-LivePortraitKJ folder. We need to actually switch the branch of this to development. I'm just trying to remember how I did that. Switch to bridge, checkout thing. What was it? It's like, yeah, I think it's get checkout dash B develop. I forget. I basically went get wish I had that file open still that I used. How to switch a branch. I think I get switched it. Yeah, either way, you need to check out the development version of it. So portrait, live portrait. You see how there's a main and a development branch? You need this branch to do video. You can use the main branch to do images. Now that was as of yesterday. I don't know, maybe it works now. Oh, get checkout branch name. So get checkout develop should work if you go into the folder. But yeah, you know, this is this is the fun stuff. All right. Once you have that all going, though, you can bloop, 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 go back to here, grab some input footage, driving footage, and footage you want to dream over. You can either use footage or you can use an image. And then you drop that image into the other workflow or use this video workflow. The video workflow actually comes with it. It's on the GitHub. If you go up here into examples, live portrait example, I believe this is the one. Live portrait video example. There it is. Oh, it's in the development branch. So if you go back into ComfyUI Live Portrait, switch to develop, then in here in the examples folder, you'll see the live portrait video example. So this is the workflow I'm using today. So if you want this one, I'll drop the link in the chat. Oh, I can't drop it in the chat from here. One sec. Okay, switch this over to development and grab the examples, video example, copy link. All right, guys, there's the link to the workflow for the video mode, and the regular mode is just in the regular main examples folder. So we'll do an image after this. That's this one, live portrait example. But first, let's do a video because it's more fun. So we have this stupid video I made of my stupid face doing stupid things. Let's do that, I think. Yeah, wobbly, wobbly. I've already done this step in this other little workflow that I built, so I'm gonna skip this step and just send the frame straight into the live portrait process. I know this is a lot of just the same colored nodes, so actually let's colorize these nodes real quick and try and get our brains accustomed to what's going on here. So these are image processing nodes, so I'm going to make them cyan. Same with these. This is a image input or output, so it will be blue. The live portrait nodes, I'm going to make light blue because it's kind of like AnimateDiff a little bit. All right, and then the video combined nodes are blue. This should help our brains a little bit. All I've done is rearranged the workflow a little bit. It'll be easy to to see what's going on yours once you load it up. Blue. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the main crux of it is this LivePortrait Process node, and these are all the default settings. I haven't changed any of this, so this should work exactly the same for you when you plug it in. The only thing I did was I rewired the way this works so that the source video determines how long the target video is, because it was set up the other way around to start, and I needed it to go the other way. So in order to do that, I took frame count out from the first one, or from the source video, and then I sent it into the frame load cap of the destination video. And then you can jump around in the video using the settings like we normally do with skip first frames and all that stuff. But for now, we are good. Let's just run it. So it should make a bunch of stupid faces on this video. And this will probably run out of frames because I'm going to load 120 frames, so it doesn't take forever. This will actually probably run out of frames before this does, so the video will probably be a little shorter than that anyway. So it'll run. Yeah, we don't do restitching or anything inside of Comfy point. There's no point. Comfy's not designed to work above, 720 even on a good day. All of that stuff you're supposed to do in an actual video editor because they're designed for that. This is more for like compositing at the 512 by 512 to 1024 by 1024 type level, maybe 1344, 768 source footage that you upscale later somewhere else. Yeah, I highly don't recommend ever using Comfy for anything big, especially source videos. And the fact remains, a lot of this stuff doesn't react well when you feed it high def footage anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're just wasting time. What's up, Sky? Oh, I guess I can turn on my audio so you guys can hear this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a weirdo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what's wrong. Your frame rates have to match or else the audio gets out of sync. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're working pretty good. I should probably concatenate these two so they're at least, yeah, let's pop in a quick concatenate here. Image concatenate. So yeah, again, this is just the default workflow. So go ahead, plug that in and start playing. I don't need to help you build this because this is all how it comes. So just install it and run it. No problem. We are going to concatenate this image output. No, we're going to concatenate this on as the first part, this on as the second part. And then, you know what's a bummer is I don't think I can get the audio out twice. There seems to be some sort of bug right now. Yeah. That's a bummer. See, it won't let me drop audio on a second video combine. Only on the first one. Once. Audio. Is it possible it's the wrong video combine? It was the wrong video combine the whole time. The killer was inside the house the whole time. Live portrait final crop. I think this is the depreciated video combine. That it comes with the detail. Format MP413. Blum blum blum. Yep. Loop count. If you don't know what I'm doing, you want a refresher on all this stuff, check out my beginner courses. I cover all this minutia crap that I'm doing right now. You know, in those streams. So I won't baby you guys through everything. Right now I'm just setting up a secondary video output here. We're going 2, 3, and I'm adding the 4, this beside 1, this so that we can see them synced up. I mean, hopefully we'll see what happens. Let's match image size and make image concatenate handle the funny business. One, 2, 3, 4. Now we can see it synced up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crazy. Okay, let's try other footage. Get something from Pexels. I did this sad guy on the stairs. It was pretty funny. Perfect. Looks just like me. All right. Let's get this crap out of the way. Where are ya? So, yeah. 25 frames per second. Okay, so let's... Input footage is 25 frames per second. This footage is 30, so we're gonna keep it at 30 to maintain the thing. So I don't know. This should work. I'm trying to figure out the frame rate thing. I think as long as your input video and your output video have the same frame rate, the audio sync will maintain no matter what your input footage is. But if your input footage is 25 frames per second, it'll probably be just a little slow motion-y. 1 frame per second slower than it should be. But that only works destructively this way. It doesn't work the other way. The audio will go to sync if you change this and this. So make sure input footage or your output frame rate is the same as your input facial footage, basically, or else your audio sync is going to go off. Okay, and I think we're working here. It's going to resize, keep proportion. Yes, if you feed it anything other than a face, it doesn't work. And even like animated faces, it doesn't even recognize sometimes. So yeah. Bummer. Bummer. Oh, there's a scene cut. I don't think we get there yet, though. Yes. Well, yeah, but yes, there is. You could do it here first on the way in, but you gotta make sure your audio is synced up, or it'll look like crap. The problem is if you change the frame rate with film or Rife. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So I think the zooming in is actually hurting it more than it should. I'm actually going to try putting in the original static footage and see if that 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see if it locks onto that better. I don't think it needs to do the portrait cropping. It does need to be resized though. So let's resize this just for sanity's sake. Actually, we can probably force size 512 by 512. You're going to get resized to that anyway. No, we'll do 1024 custom 1024 by 1024. So we're going to resize it right inside this node here and just let it go. YOLO. So hopefully this will work. If I disappear, it is because I loaded too much stuff on my RAM. This happened a couple times while I've been doing this stuff with larger videos. So I'll be back if I disappear. Okay, don't go anywhere or come back to the page and there might be a new stream. But yeah, this is bleeding edge stuff for my my computer. So ooh, here we go. We might lose the stream. Eventually, I want to get a main streaming computer that's just always on, and then I feed the stuff to it from my other computer. So if something happens, I can stay on, but you know, someday. Yeah, just assume I died. That'll work too. Yeah, so like the head bouncing in and out, I'm pretty sure is because of the nose tracking thing that's happening with the face cropper. So I'm hoping if I just feed it in this sort of like static-ish footage, her head won't go, but it may still go. I'm not sure yet. Hey Purz, what's that toolbar you're using? Oh, the toolbar that is new. You go into your settings, that little gear, and then at the top here you can decide if you want to disabled, which is the old school thing, or you can put it at the top or at the bottom. I prefer it at the bottom, but I just put it at the top for live streaming so my face isn't over the, you know, this stuff. Yeah, okay, that's way better. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want that face as static as possible if you can. So this is great. Now you can do digital puppetry, you know, with making footage yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I want to run this whole clip. Let's crash my computer. Let's do it. We can do it together. Yeah, okay. So don't use the live portrait cropper on the driving footage unless you absolutely have to. If you can get your footage rock solid with a tripod or something, when you stick, you can stick it on anything, anything that's moving. It'll work way better than trying to do it, you know, other stuff. So like, I'll bet you if I push, when this is done, if I push this footage down here to where it's a close up of her face, because my face is still, it'll look a whole lot better. But we'll find out. Now we're loading, I don't know how many frames. We are loading. That's why I love this get image size and count node. Once files have gone through it, it actually gives you the values on it. So this image has gone through this node. So I know this video is 1024 by 540 and there's 345 frames. I don't need to use any extra nodes to see that. Super handy. Super, super handy. So this seems to be working. That's pretty sick. 345 frames. Yeah, we'll see if it crashes on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta get me a dress like that. Yeah, otherwise all this stuff is default except for this one thing I told you guys. I rewired the sort of the driving video telling you how the driving video telling the source video or destination video how many frames to use of it. I forgot I made a coffee. But yeah, it's a really cool way to yeah, I mean, now you can just act out anything you want and put it on anything. There's a user on my Discord right now. Let me grab her name real quick so I don't say it wrong. It is Discord's doing that thing where it hides her name. It's VR Gaming Dev Girl. I don't know what her Twitter is because Stream Remote is activated, or I would shout her out. Your main profile. Yeah, anyway. She's been doing practice with her ADiff runs, acting and then putting the thing over the ADiff runs, and it looks fantastic. Which got me to thinking, you know, ADiff runs loop, right? Like if you do like a good ADiff run that loops, essentially that clip is as long as you want it to be, so you can have that person act that scene for as long as you want because it just loops until it's done, then you can just cut to the next scene. So yeah, there's a lot of overlap here between AnimateDiff and LivePortrait. But I will just also, I gotta say this LivePortrait stuff is for non-commercial use only. So I don't know where that stands for like making art and selling it. I have no idea. I'm not, I don't know. But I think this relates to spinning up services that use LivePortrait. But I could be wrong about that. So yeah, I'm not encouraging you to do anything either way. But as far as I understand, you can't use this for commercial purposes without speaking to them first. But I do think that has more to do with like if you were to spin up a service that uses InsightFace instead of what we're doing here, but might be wrong. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Oh, it's still going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's trying to smoke that 8. Cigarette while I'm talking. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We might drop some frames. Okay, friends, if I disappear, this is it. This is why. I'm going to mouse over the close button on my terminal. And if my computer gets funky, I'm going to close it. Yeah, consult your lawyer. No. My face is... Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, this concatenate killed my computer. It's too many frames. Oh. It's alive. I think I killed it during the export though. Yeah. Okay, I think we're back. Am I still here? We dropped some frames. Yeah, I need some more RAM. I only got 32 gigs. Okay, let me know in a minute. I'll just I'll restart Comfy. Hello, am I back? Hey, all right, cool. All right, let's get this thing kicking again. Python main.py. Okay, so let's not combine the big honker at the end there. We'll just enjoy the show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, so dramatic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So cool. All right, how many frames was that? 345. So let's skip 345 frames on this one and start it at the zoom in place. The portion of Live Portrait that's no, Live Portrait is not non-commercial. The technology that powers Live Portrait, InsightFace, is non-commercial. All right, so let's try that again. Hey, Voxy. Okay, so if I sync these, will that work? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just a normal guy with a normal face. Everything's normal. Okay, punched in 345 frames in front, so I want to get this up close. Basically, I've got this, but I'm going to start it here. So that it's like all zoomed in, and so we'll see what it looks like all zoomed in, because I'm curious. This video might be too long. I think we'll probably run out of frames. Boo boo doo 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 doo. 5 or 6. Maybe we're gonna crash. It's hard to tell. Oh, there we go. Things are happening. We are doing. I bet you it's less than 345. Oh no, it's the same amount. Oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna get the same length of video, but zoomed in. So this should be good. This should be good. One thing I'd like to get better at is like trying to like composite in like a picture-in-picture version of the input footage into like the source, the destination footage and stuff like that. Like it's hard for me to figure out the masking for that, but it'd be fun. Crop in and crop in and crop in and crop in. And this is really fun. You get to see the like where it sees the face in the input footage, with this sort of live portrait key points thing. Then it uses those key points in the live portrait process node to as crop info to tell it where the face is for all this stuff, for the lip retargeting and eye retargeting and all that crazy stuff. And then like it goes in and does all the stuff and then restabilizes the footage and just places it right back where it was with this mask, this circular sort of blending mask. So if you don't use this mask here, it's more of a square mask. So yeah, if you don't like the way it looks around the head, if the hair looks funky because it's a circle, you can try a square. It might work better for you. But I find this, so far, this seems to really help. And you can play with the values here. If you want to make it bigger, you can decrease both, or make it smaller. You can decrease both of these width, shape, and height. Just keep it the same. So it'll maintain a circle shape. It's silly fast considering what it's doing. Yeah, if you want to try the mask thing, it's on the development side of the code in the examples folder. There's a video, like a video workflow you can use. That's the one we're using tonight. I linked it earlier in the chat. If you scroll up, or if you just go to the KJ Live Portrait GitHub and switch it to development branch and then go into examples folder, you'll see it. So in the regular examples folder, you'll see the regular one. In the development branch folder, you'll see the development one. And then if you want to switch to the development branch of the nodes, you need to do that with git on the thingy. You can scroll back to the beginning of the video for very unhelpful instructions on how to do that. Very incorrect, unfinished, unhelpful instructions on how to do that. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She looks 1, so 2, unimpressed 3, after 4, 5, 6, 7. She's like, I can't believe you made me do 8. That. Oh, that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Anaconda, you need to just conda activate your environment. Then you can just do the git checkout. The git checkout stuff is just, it's the same process. You just go into the KJ nodes folder and do it there. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, points got it there. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can show you 6. Guys what it looks like with an image too. It's really easy. Let's I'm gonna save this workflow, and then I think I have a live portrait image workflow. Yeah, this is the easy one. So we'll go pop that in there. I'm sure we can get a picture of Mr. Bean. Monsieur Bean. Let's do, this is always a good one. Copy image and pop it in there. And yeah, this one's like dead simple. This is the one that comes with it. So you just 1, 2, 7. 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the same stuff I did before. I'm going to force that size to 1024 by 1024. All right. We don't need to do any of this frame count image load crap because we're just using an image. So it's the same nodes, same process. Just use LivePortrait Process. Same settings. Actually, these settings are different because we're not using the mask or the other thing. So yeah. But yeah, this is the one that comes with the regular branch. So just grab that. And then what's next? That's it. Just run it. Make sure audio is connected to the node. Yeah. So yeah, LivePortrait Process is actually one node plus a portrait downloader. I think it's gonna resize it. Maybe not. Yeah, hopefully somebody in the chat can help you there, Voxy, but the links are in the description. And if you've never used Comfy before, I recommend going back to my beginner first steps video and using that to install Comfy. Otherwise, it will be an incredibly perplexing thing. This is not a day one thing because of the dependency crap. So you wanted crop info, but you didn't get crop info. Why? The portrait process. Source image. Oh, interesting. The node changed. Oh, maybe there's been an update. Let me go check the default workflow that comes with it, because I might have to follow my own advice here. Go to the main examples. Yeah. Let's download this. Desktop live portrait example 1. Desktop okay, so then open. Desktop downloads live portrait. Oh, Oh, the default workflow has changed. Okay, so I was showing y'all an old one. All right, let's load the video. That's this one right here. For size 1024 by 1024. And let's have a look at these nodes and see what has changed. Oh, it's actually being resized to 512 by 512, so we don't need to do that. All right, cool. We're concatenating portrait with the video and we're putting them beside each other, but I don't necessarily want only that because I also want just the output from the, is it cropped images or full images? Oh man, I forget. Let's get it all. We're gonna take everything out and we're gonna look at it and see what it is and what it does and what it do. And yeah, these are the old video combine nodes. Video combine. Let's get the new ones in there. These can take audio. Audio, right? You can take audio too. Yeah, baby. And you can take audio 3. Yeah. So we're going to take our concatenated output. We're going to take our cropped images and we're going to take our full images. And we're going to set them all to 24 frames per 30 frames per second because that's what the input footage is. Right? Right? Right. And then we'll call you live portrait folder. This one is the grid. This one is the live portrait cropped. And this one is the live portrait full. All right. And we're going to make them all MP4. 13 CRF for all of them. True. Okay. And we just need our bean. Need our Monsieur Bean. Copy image. Paste. Okay. Let's default settings it. Yes, Foxy, you need to switch to the development branch. That's why I was saying this isn't really day one stuff. Those nodes don't exist in the regular branch because they're still in development. So you need to switch over to the development branch and then it should work. So you're mad now because there's no crop info. You know what? Maybe I need to update the tools, you know? Maybe it's me, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm the problem. Live portrait. Let's try update. Oh, there was an update. Hopefully I didn't break everything. But that'd be a fun thing to do on stream. Just completely annihilate my comfy environment and just start fresh. Okay, let's refresh. And that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. That is it. 30, 30, 30. Hit it. So we're taking our driving video and our input image. We're plugging them both into LivePortrait Process. It's going to do its business. And then when it's done, it's going to spit out all the stuff we need, you know, to have a good time. Or it's going to crash again. Yeah, what's this? Missing one required positional argument crop info. Except it's not here in this node. Yeah, crazy. Okay. Looks like we need this. How was I getting the crop info on the other workflow? Let's find out. We're going to do a little hacking here. Downloads. This one? No. Oh, wait, no, I saved it. Video. Oh, no. Terrible, 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 terrible. I asked it to save and it saved this version. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. So let me open a new window and grab that other workflow. Bloop, bloop. Open. No, don't save. Okay, whatever. Fine. Save this. Downloads star.json. LivePortrait video. It is. Where are you getting crop? Oh, LivePortrait crop. Oh, you need to crop. What? LivePortrait cropper. Okay. Okay. So the source image has to go in here first. Cropped image goes in here. Crop info goes in here. Cropped images. Wait, what are two of those? No, that's right. Key points will go into crop info or crop info. Pipeline. Source image, not you. I think this is just a result of all the Frankenstein installing I've been doing. But, you know, we're going to try some stuff. What? What? Driving images. Where does pipeline come from? Oh, pipeline comes from you. Fuck this thing. Get you in here. Cropper. Oh, let's hope. Let's hope that's it. That's not it. What's image 2? Oh, image 2, you want input. Oh, you're getting the input footage, so we're going to get the crop, the full cropped. Crop? I don't know which one. One of y'all. Are you serious? Missing driving landmark list. Magazine driving landmark list. What does that mean? Get it from optional driving images. I don't have optional driving images. Oh, no, that ain't it. Why did it do one frame? So yeah, this worked a lot easier before I switched over to development. So I have a feeling something's up there. I really don't know how to do an image, so we're gonna stick to video for now. And it sucks. I lost that workflow I built because the saving is a little wonky still. Okay, no. We will browse for the JSON and we'll get. Wait, will this work now? Oh. Yeah, no, driving video. Yeah, I don't know. This is really weird. It worked fine before. I gotta wait for it to load the whole video to find out if it's gonna work or not. Where did you run that, Skyclad? Sounds like you maybe turned Comfy into development mode instead of the live portrait custom node. Yeah, I know. This stuff's frustrating. Especially when stuff like this happens. Crop info missing. Yeah, so this workflow on the website is not seemingly. Maybe the development mode is for video only. So yeah, let's go back to that other example. And we'll just stick with video. And if you want to do stills, use the other workflow and don't upgrade to thing. Okay. So right now this is all backwards, but let's get it working again. So this is what you get when you load the default workflow. So we can rebuild my workflow now. Well, not my workflow I had. Let's grab our driving videos so we don't go crazy. We're going to force the size of this to 1024 by 1024. Okay, skip. And we're actually only going to do 24 frames. So unplug frame load cap and replace frame load cap back to a widget. And then we're going to set that to 64. Yeah, so that'll load 64 frames of video. Take this frame count out and take it in as this load video's frame load cap. So our frame count out into the frame load cap of the destination video. So the source video will determine how long this one runs for. Then we'll grab our lady and let's just go like, I don't know, skip first frames, 300 or so. Go back to that close up again and make sure this works. 64 frames, image, blah, blah, blah. So that's our input footage. It's being resized to 1024 by 1024, sent through to the cropper. The cropper is doing its business, and then it's going to show us the facial mask that it makes. Use that facial mask in the LivePortrait process to apply it to the face. All right. And the face comes out of this concatenator, which I'm going to delete because we don't need it. It's nice, but it'll crash my computer when I'm streaming. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to pull out a video combine node. Yep. And make it 24 frames. No, 30 frames per second. We're going to put it in live portrait. We're going to call this one cropped. And MP4 13, save output, yes. We want the audio from our mask because our mask has the audio. Oh, really? Now you don't want to work? Audio to legacy VHS audio. Oh. This is the most annoying bug on the planet. I hate it. That's interesting. Wonder if that'll work. Sorry, I'm squashing this bug live. I haven't seen this one before. Okay, so yeah, okay, so this should be our cropped, and this should be our this, and this will be full. And we'll find out what that means in a second. Cropped full and scoop doop doop. Okay, that should do it. And it's only going to do 64 frames, so it should be nice and fast. Hopefully this node doesn't freak out because it is red. That's never good. Yeah, Project Odyssey. The contests are always stressful. I've seen some fantastic entries already, though. Killer stuff. Lazy auto map. Oh, great. I guess the audio is just not going to work. That's no fun. Is it? Oh, does it need? Oh, interesting. Looks like you need to tell it a frame rate in order for audio to work. That actually kind of makes sense. It lit right up as soon as I added the frame rate of the video. Probably needs to know what frame rate to sample the audio at, which, you know, makes sense. Oh, really? You suck. And by you, I mean me. One, two, one, two, one, two, one. Okay. And we're back. So let's try to arrange this stuff so that it kind of makes sort of sense. Only need the cropper and the image out if we want to use it. Shape nodes down there. This is the other image out. That's just regular. Yeah, and so let's pop this down here. Move this stuff over here. And actually, let's do this. Yeah. What are you? You're the input. Yeah. This stuff can go like here. This stuff can go here. All right. That almost makes sense to my brain. Almost. Okay, so crop in the portrait, but we don't actually have to. This is only if we want to. Everything else goes out where it's supposed to go, and it's all in order. Fantastic. And so that's clearly our thing. That's our thing, and beautiful. Let's try some different footage. Although I look great. Let's try something that's like maybe off to the side or off to the side, side. That might be interesting. Download. Yeah, let's try that. That looks cool. 25 frames per second. Perfect. So you right there. Beautiful. And I think we're going to crop this one because, nah, screw it. Skip the 0th first frames and we'll just do 64 to see if it works. Oh, I think I dropped some frames. Hopefully I'm back. So obviously I can't do it on stream, but this is very fun for taking parts from movies. And one, two, wow, 1, 2, 1, 2, nailed it. Let's try the whole shebang. 0. One, two, three, 4. Let me hear you scream if you want some more. Yeah, so if you guys start making these videos, I want to tag me. I want to see them. As you can see, it's incredibly powerful. You can puppet your own stuff with your own face. You can grab footage from things that already exist. You can put yourself into movies. Yeah. Copy. Output. Where are we? Is that the long one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. There it is.
Answer that you are here.
I have more examples, but it's all with movie dialogue. I don't want to get copy stricken. The mask thing is very dramatic. I can't believe how fast the actual process is after it's done the key point framing. Like that's what, 345 frames just ripping. Literally faster than diff. Yeah, the mask does look like a drone show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I keep ripping examples, but you guys get the idea, right? So go forth and make some cool stuff. That's all I wanted to cover today, Live Portrait. I recently hooked up with Runway Gen 3 Unlimited account, so I've been playing with that a lot, and we'll probably do a stream this week where we just try prompts on Gen 3 because it's super fun. And then we'll go mess that footage up somewhere else, and use it all as samples and loops for future mucking. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. If you need help with Live Portrait and that kind of stuff, swing by the Discord. A bunch of people have already been through this crap, so hopefully we'll be able to get it going for you. And yeah, go forth, make cool stuff, and let me see it. Tag me in it. As always, Purz loves you. Swing by the Patreon if you want to support what we're doing here. And yeah, come by the Discord anyway. Lots of cool stuff on there and lots of cool people making cool stuff every day. And if you have questions, just drop them in the help channel with as much information as you can. Let us see screenshots, let us see logs. More information is better than less, so that we can help you figure out what's wrong. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you all very, very soon. I'll be back, I think, Tuesday night. So yeah, bye-bye.